here we are at New King's Boxing Gym with Robert Taylor Jr. himself.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, excellent, thank you very much. And now obviously we're sort of stuck in this lockdown situation still because of the global conditions, but you yourself are a talented young up-and-coming boxer.
And
coached by your dad, of course, who's sort of been an excellent top professional.
Yeah.
And he's got a really good stable here of boxers and fighters. And you, of course, are one of them, the new generation, the upcoming sort of current crop. So just introduce yourself to our channel and our viewers, and just guide us how you sort of became interested in being a sort of a boxer.
So I've been boxing for technically my whole life since I was young. I used to box at Norfolk ABC. This was I think it's when I was since I was maybe 9. I think about that time, but I was always sparring back then. I was pretty good back then as well, but I took a big break. Like, I stopped from it for maybe up until I was like 15, but I was on and off since then. And then at one point I thought I might as well take it seriously and see where I can get. So I went back to the gym, started training hard, and then the improvements I made in such a short amount of time was really good.
And of course, you sort of had your father for guidance, etc.
Yeah.
So was that actually quite tough in terms of like having a father who's a professional boxer and a coach and a promoter who obviously will push you quite strongly?
Yeah.
So was that a challenge sort of to
I don't think it was a challenge. I think it's more of a help. Like, it helps me to train and think what I can become, because it's in the genes, and I think I can overtake him.
Of course, so you sort of know where the bar is and what you need to sort of do to try to push yourself.
I know where I need to get in the level.
Of course, and now at the moment, currently you are an amateur fighter. So do you mind telling us how old you are right now?
I'm 17. I'm 18 next month.
Oh, okay, wow. So now that you're 17, I'm guessing you've already had a few amateur bouts already underway. And so tell us about those experiences specifically, and sort of how did the last bout go?
I think that all my fights, when they weren't the best, but it's something that I'm getting used to. Like, I'm learning, I'm improving every fight, getting better. But my previous fight, the one that happened a couple months ago, just before lockdown ended, personally I think I won that. So did my dad, my coach. It just didn't it didn't look like that towards the judges. But during that fight, I felt like I was really doing good. Like, I found my feet, but because of Corona, I couldn't have another fight after. But the fight after, I think I would have done a lot better, because it definitely is a boost in my confidence.
Yeah, you learn from a lot of different amateur bouts, and obviously the scoring in amateurs isn't the same as what it is in professionals, so you can get different results when it comes to sort of the amateur contest. Even in the pros
as well, because my first fight, it was a short guy come on to me. I had people same height, taller, different styles, so yeah, it's good learning. But I think I have more of a kind of laid back style that's more fit for the pros, but I think I need to get out of that and just adapt to my situations.
Right, because I suppose the more different options you have in your toolbox, the easier it gets for you to sort of adjust to what your opponents sort of bring into the table, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
But in terms of, like, you said your style is a laid-back style, does that mean that you are quite defensively responsible, that you sort of try to not get hit and sort of hit back with counter punches? Or?
Yeah, I'd say I'm more of a counter puncher, but at the moment, before Corona, in the gym, we was working on my front foot, so trying to push people back. To be sort of more like offensive. Yeah, more offensive style. Because sometimes I think I'm a bit too defensive, but we're definitely working on it, trying to improve. Yeah, I mean, having a great defense is really good for the pros, because it sort of helps your longevity in the sport as well as sort of makes you hard to beat, I suppose, is one of the good things. Yeah. And the other thing we wanted to say, sort of, what is your sort of favorite memory of sort of amateur contest so far, like the one that you sort of look back fondly on? I think it was my previous fight, because going into that fight, I had my last fight. I was quite nervous for it. Like, during my first fight, my second fight, all my other fights, I didn't really feel nervous. But the last one, before my previous one, was quite nervous. But the last fight, I had I tore the muscle fibers in my arm, so my arm was quite bad. You had to deal with some injuries, coming in. But I managed to keep him off do well, push myself, and yeah, hurt him a couple of times as well.
Fantastic. And in terms of like, so do you have any like inspirations in boxing, or any boxers that you sort of either looked up to, or sort of, okay, these are the guys I would want to emulate, other than your dad, of course?
I really like Roy Jones. I like Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, all them kind of fighters. I like the older generation of fighters because they're more spiteful. But new generation, I really like. I like Crawford.
Okay, it's Terence the Bud Crawford. Yeah,
he's really good, and Gervonta Davis.
Oh, okay, Tank. Yeah, of course, he's a very explosive fighter, isn't he? Tank,
yeah,
so.
Spiteful.
Yeah, of course. Like he means every punch comes with definitely bad intentions. And in terms of Crawford versus Spence, do you think that will ever happen? Then who would win in that?
Personally, I think Crawford would win that one, but that'd be a really good fight.
Yeah, it's the one that fans would want, right? Like naturally, this is what the fans would sort of look forward to. And now, of course, have you had any sort of thoughts in the future about turning pro? Like at some stage in your sort of amateur career, will you think about turning pro?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the plan. At the moment, we're just trying to gain a kind of foundation of where I'm at. I'm trying to improve, and then when we feel like the time's right, we'll turn pro and then hopefully win some titles there.
And also, you have really good stablemates. You have Aaron Sinclair, Fuaad The Pirate Huseen, you have Lewis Lights Out Lie, you had Punjabi Pitbull, who we just interviewed just a second ago.
Yeah.
So in terms of all these men in the gym, so do you spar with them, like technical sparring or things like that? Do you guys like learn off each other, little things?
Yeah, all the time. Always learning off each other, trying to boost each other up. I've sparred Aaron and Fuaad. They're really good fighters. They always give me a tough time, which I need. I haven't sparred Lewis.
He's massive, isn't he, Lewis? Yeah. He's a light heavyweight and he hits very hard, so it makes sense.
Double my weight. But I've sparred Sook, but it's nothing really serious, just playing about.
Sure.
Yeah, that's about it, to be honest.
Fab. And in terms of what your overall ambition is, like what would you want to achieve, like once so you get much older and you sort of are towards the end of your boxing career, what do you want to achieve in the sport?
My main goal is I want to become a world champion. So like be at the top of my weight class and hopefully other weight divisions, become a multi-weight champion.
Will there be any one particular specific belt or just all of them in general?
All of them. Become unified, yeah.
The whole lot. And at the moment, what would your weight category be right now?
Right now, I think I'm at welterweight.
Okay, welter.
Yeah.
Nice one. So quite
tough,
solid.
Tough
it's a tough weight. There's so much talent at welterweight right now as we speak, isn't it? So.
Yeah, but I believe I can do better than them.
Fantastic. Well, it's good to have confidence, and of course you have your own dad guiding your career. You got Robert Lloyd Taylor Sr, Robert Lloyd Taylor Management and Promotions, of course. So hopefully we'll look forward to seeing you at some point on one of the lovely Robert Lloyd Taylor shows that we had the sort of the honor and the privilege of seeing the very first show, and that was a great success. So we're hoping to see many more in the future once the conditions allow for it. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the channel again many times over.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me.
Thanks a lot, Rob. Cheers.